All right, everyone, you're going to get a little bit more of this in a Python primer, but this is the short lab version of just introducing you, just a few quick minutes. Open up Google, and I'm going to show you Google Colab. Again, this is just to kind of reinforce, just as a prep step for what you're going to see here. In your next week, we'll dive into quite a bit more of lab. But from here, you just type in Google Colab, and so I talk about this in a lecture, but now I just want to go through and show you what it is and it's an online IDE. I just want to show you, just take a couple minutes to show you the parts. If you're familiar with Jupyter notebooks, you're going to feel right at home because it's definitely that style. I'm just going to open up a new notebook, and then right off the bat, it uses this code text line, and then it's a integrated development environment. It's an online environment, and you can save all of your stuff here online. Your files, all of your notebooks will be saved here. You'll be primarily working with we'll be creating notebooks and creating them in this environment, and saving them here. So there's not like a thumb drive you have to keep up or anything like that. It will save everything online. So you want a Gmail account, you want a Google account, and then that way you get everything saved up in the cloud. There's really a lot of neat little features here. One of the things that we're going to be doing as you go through the course this semester is we're going to be, of course, coding, and we're going to be using Python as our language. And then we'll be spinning up a virtual machine here. It's a small 12 gigs of system RAM and 100 and so many gigs of disk space. You'll be surprised. Sometimes we run into issues. It seems like it's a lot, but it's not. We run into issues running the large language models for when we go through and spin them up, So we'll be able to monitor our system utilization here, our VM that we're utilizing. Another thing that we're going to be using is Gemini. We'll actually be using Gemini as an aid. We'll still be coding, but in certain cases, in certain instances, we'll be using Gemini to help us write code. And so that's kind of something I want to get you familiar with, because you're going to see more and more of that in the software development space, where developers are using AI generated code that's not so good, but then developers that are good and they use AI to become better, just to kind of augment their skills and kind of be more efficient. So it usually works well when you have code to work with. In other words, you've already built the code and you're using Gemini to help augment that. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you. We'll go through a more detailed lab next week, but I just wanted you to have just a quick just overview of what Google Colab is, coming off of the lecture of what you saw here just a second ago. That's all I've got, and we'll see you in the next learning activity.